Polaroid only sold 60,000 units before it was discontinued in 1979, and the company was forced to write off $89 million. In 1980, after 43 years in charge, Edwin Land stepped down as president and chairman. 2 years later, he left the company entirely. Meanwhile, Kodak had released its own instant camera at a similar price point.
Grab onto the handle at a low, low price.
The products were so similar that Polaroid brought a lawsuit against Kodak for patent infringement, claiming lost revenues of $12 billion.
The problem for the Kodak instant camera is that it works just like Polaroid's instant camera.
Polaroid's iconic instant camera remained popular, but without a diversity of products, the company was vulnerable. From 1978 to 1982, its share of the US photo market fell by almost 10%. Kodak was eventually found guilty of infringement and forced to pull all instant products from the market and pay Polaroid $909 million. But that wouldn't be enough to save Polaroid. 35mm film cameras were cheaper and easier to use and produced higher quality photos. The company started to cut costs by outsourcing production and trimming its workforce. By 1991, it only had a quarter of the employees it did in 1978. Companies like Canon and Nikon were emerging leaders in the new digital camera market. Consumers no longer saw the need for an instant camera with expensive film.
And the whole way Polaroid had worked was that the camera was sold more or less at cost, and the film carried a huge profit margin, 60% on a pack of film. And without film, the whole house of cards came down.
Through the 90s,